Hi folks, we are on the ferry. It is a couple days before Christmas, just 2 or 3 days before Christmas, and we're on our way to Koh Chang. We're going to spend the rest of the time leading up to Christmas on Koh Chang. We've got a really cool place to stay, so I look forward to seeing that. It's all the way on the south side of the island. We're getting ready to get off the ferry now. We've only been on about 20 minutes, it seems like. We just had time to scarf down a cup of noodle, and we're already here. This is probably one of the quickest, more efficient ferries for the various islands. Anyway, 280 baht for the car and 2 passengers. We got the bike in the back in case we want to go somewhere once we get there. Anyway, let's make our way off the ferry and around to the south side of the island, and we'll check this place out. What a ride. Got to be careful on those roads. So dangerous, so dangerous. Anyway, we've arrived. We're all the way down to the south side of the island. We'll go in. This place is called Tranquility Bay. I think the lady's waiting for us, so we got to make haste.
All right, my first time here at Tranquility Bay, and I strongly suspect that given the location, this is going to be a very rare and unique type of place. You see, the south part of the island where we are on, there isn't much development, but this place looks like this looks like a commercial type place that you'd find maybe on the north side of the island.
I think that was worth the ride. Beautiful.
So when you get off the ferry and arrive at Koh Chang, the first mile or so is a little bit of a residential, a little bit of a local type area. Some locals live there, some businesses. And then you get into the commercial beaches down around White Sands. And there's a plethora of resorts and beautiful beaches, lots of restaurants, entertainment, nightlife, etc. And then the farther you go south, that stuff starts to get less and less commercial. And once you pass Kai Bay and through Lonely Beach, it becomes, well, downright almost non-existent.
Welcome to Tranquility Bay. This is a little different than your normal accommodation here on Koh Chang. At least I think it is. It's not a hotel, for one. They are basically condos. So you can get these like on Airbnb or something like that. It's still a new project. They're still working on the fitness center. That's not completed yet. But most of these are already sold and have owner occupants that will rent on Airbnb and other platforms like that. But I'll show you around our unit here. It's a 2-bedroom unit. I'm not sure if this is typical of every unit here. There's penthouses, there's all sorts, and they have some for sale in the lobby as well. And judging by that, this would be kind of just a middle of the road type unit, but very, very nice. I guess the first thing, before we even look at the bedrooms and things, you got just a beautiful view out here. We've got our own private beach. So this beach basically is part of the Tranquility Bay. There's even a pier out here. We can walk right down a little path and be on our own beach. So there's something to be said for that. And there's some little grounds and things like that. But here at the unit, we've got a great big, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 feet long, this balcony here, fully covered, maybe about 8 to 10 feet, about 8 feet wide. And it's got furniture, all sorts of furniture, tables, chairs, things like that. So a lot of your outdoor living would be right here. But there's plenty of room inside. There's a big eat-in kitchen with a breakfast bar, all the appliances, stove, oven, dishwasher, you name it, microwave. And then 2 bedrooms, both have big beds in them, reasonably soft, and each bedroom has its own bathroom. The one bathroom has 2 entrances, so if you come in from the front, maybe you have a visitor or something, they can duck right in. There's an entrance from the foyer, and there's another entrance from the second bedroom. The master bedroom and the master bathroom, that's all kind of separate. So 2 bedroom, 2 bath. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I would guess maybe I don't know, 70-ish square meters, something like that, maybe 70 to 80 square meters. So they do have good space between. We've got a wall on one side. We can't see anybody over there. And then on this side over here, there's a good, I don't know, 3-4 meter gap between the next unit. So they're spaced out. In other words, they're not all crammed in here to maximize every square meter of land, which of course land is always at a premium. I can see Bang Bao Pier from here as well. That's on this side. And there's a couple little bars and restaurants not far from here, just a quick, easy walk, one of which we've been to before, the Rasta View. Maybe we'll go back there this afternoon. But first, I want to get a little tour of the place from the lady. I'll show you around here. There's a nice lounge, 2 bedrooms, nice big closets, big beds, TVs, air conditioning, even fans, everything you'd want in here. So we're going to be definitely happy here for a couple days, a couple nights. And it'll be, I've never stayed this far down south. This is way down south of the island. So Bang Bao Pier is actually a little bit north of us. And that's about as far south as I've ever ventured, I think, is Bang Bao Pier. But can't go a whole lot farther. You run out of road down here on the south side. But it's a beautiful time of year to come here in December, the dry season. But despite being dry season, Koh Chang, even coming here through the road, it still stays very, very green, where most of Isan right now is totally brown. We were up in Korat a couple weeks ago. It was very brown. Rayong, where we live, not too bad. Not too bad. It stays reasonably green, but I think here it just looks green and lush. You would never guess it's the dry season. Anyway, we'll go meet the lady up here. She said she would show us around a little bit and see what everything is and kind of get our feet wet with that. And then after we do that, we'll go out and get something to eat and maybe hit the Rasta View. I don't know. So we had the 50-baht tour of the place. This dock out here, this big pier goes out 320 meters. It's incredible. They've rebuilt that. Lovely pool area. I found out our apartment is actually 104 square meters, bigger than I thought. And it's for sale. 7.9 million. But I think that's a deal because the other one's over here for 60 square meters or 6.8 already. But anyway, expect to pay, these are on Airbnb, anywhere from 100 and upwards per night, depending what you get. Ours was a friend, so. Oh, thank you. Need that. Anyway, we're going to go next door, see if we can get something to eat at the Rasta View. We had enough looking around here, enough walking. Let's relax for a little bit.
Believe it or not, this is one of the grander places on this side of the island. Lon spotted this spider. I thought he looked rather ominous. Might not be, though. Who knows? And there was monkeys frolicking outside. But inside, they were actually quite busy here at the Rasta View. Inside, they have food, beverage, everything you want, and a spectacular view. They basically border the property that our resort sits on. So it's basically the same view. So there you go. And we got some food and a little drink, etc. And then just kind of wasted the afternoon away here and eventually returned next door to our resort and just hung out on the balcony, which would actually be one of the highlights of the trip for us. Just spending some time on the balcony and enjoying the beautiful view and relaxing. But we will get some sleep and then start over the next day.
All right, time to hit the road. It's the next day. We didn't do a whole lot last night except enjoy a nice quiet evening. It's kind of a long trip. It's always a long day getting to Koh Chang. Once you're here, though, it's good. And now we're here. We just unloaded the bike. We're going to take off and see what we can find. Definitely some breakfast. I mean, this isn't a hotel it's a condo, so there's not things like a breakfast or anything, although they do have some of the same amenities like the swimming pool and all that. And there's towels in the room and sheets in the room, things like that. You might want to bring your own toiletries. There's not going to be the little toiletry kits like there would be in a hotel, but that's pretty typical for a condo versus hotel accommodation. Anyway, let's hit the road and see what there is good to see. We do have something already this afternoon. We were invited to a little bit of a shindig on the beach down here, but that's I don't know, over 8 hours from now. We'll have to keep ourselves busy until then.
So, and looking around, I did remember being down here this way about 4 years ago, during COVID, actually. And I remember we came to this place, the Beach Cafe. I was wondering if they're still open, and lo and behold, they are. And I remembered it was a very nice little chill place, just right on the beach, and a nice little variety of food. Nothing spectacular, but definitely could maybe quench our thirst for a breakfast this morning. So there they are, still all open and in business, and better than ever. So we'll see what they have. They definitely have some breakfast, so we'll get ordered up.
I remember this place. In fact, I think I'm set at the same table I was before. Anyway, they got pancakes. I got banana pancake. I forget what Lon got. Some Thai breakfast, like a rice porridge. Anyway, we'll have a little. This is only a 2-minute ride from where we are, so from our resort. So very convenient, very peaceful place to have breakfast here. Then we'll go back into the mainland of the island and maybe to Kai Bay or something. We'll look around somewhere else.
You know, on the way here, and the short ride from the resort, we did pass a little bit of a mini market, something tantamount to a 7-Eleven, but more of a mom and pop 7-Eleven. And you know, they had scooters for rent right in front of there. I brought ours because I wasn't sure in this neighborhood where we were staying there would be anything for rent, but sure there was. In walking distance, there was a place you could rent. We'll stop there after breakfast on the way back and see how much they are, what they want for them. Lon met a new friend on the beach, an Italian a young lady from Italy, and played some volleyball. But we'll take a look at the food here. Lon's came out first. That looks decent. There you go, rice porridge, and there I got the banana pancake. It's only one, but it's a big boy. It's loaded with bananas. Anyway, let's go check on the scooters.
So we stopped at a little Quickie Mart. They got scooter for rent, 300 baht a day. We just got back from Koh Chang. Same thing, 400 baht a day. So a little bit cheaper here maybe.
So I guess we're just going to ride all the way up back north to the beginning of the island by the ferry. Our first stop, though, the first kind of little commercial town from our resort, it's a couple kilometers away, called Lonely Beach. Here's Lonely Beach. Here again, nowhere near as commercial as some of the little towns up closer to the ferry. So we're still a good distance from the ferry here, but enough here to keep people busy for a holiday. I'll show you this. I mean, they got these little rooms right here on the left here, all these little rooms, and that's just at the beginning of this little bar complex. It backs right up to the water, basically. All these over here in the evening time, they would be open and serving, but on the end, the couple restaurants, couple eateries down there, they start serving coffee, breakfast 9-10 o'clock in the morning. So not a bad place to stay. The only thing from experience with Lonely Beach, that's why it's LB complex, that's what the LB stands for, by the way, is the actual beach part here I've found lacking. So lots of rocks and just not the beautiful serene beaches that you find up on the north side. But for a nice chill place, the south side is definitely the more chill island experience. That wouldn't be a bad option. It might be a little noisy at night. The next town up will be Kai Bay. We'll stop here. We'll do some looking around Kai Bay. Here again, getting more commercial. This has some lovely resorts. I've stayed here in the past, some great restaurants, and some very nice beaches. So they also have what's called a walking street. This is a whole nightlife walking street here in Kai Bay. Of course, closed here in the morning. Probably getting ready to open in the early afternoon, I would guess. But a good selection of nightlife. So staying in Kai Bay offers the more commercial experience.
Well, I wanted to see the elephant, so we stopped here. This is in Kai Bay, just a couple blocks off the main drag
So I guess we'll stop here and horse around with the elephants a little bit. I remember being here during COVID, and they were kind of closed, but they did let us feed the elephants. They've got a whole lot of stuff going on. We'll see what it is. Lon really likes the elephants. It's so deep in the culture, Thai culture. There's elephant, there's shrines to elephants and everything. They're highly regarded here. And it looks like they got some pineapple there you can buy and feed the elephants. Anyway, we'll see what this is going to be. We'll continue all the way up back to the north side. There's lots to discover. I want to stop in some places we haven't been. So anyway, we'll pick up next time right where we left off. Hope you enjoyed the episode, but for this one, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.